Okay, so for today, it's just continuation of your symmetrical parabolic curves. So we've answered up to number 5, I believe, yeah, for clearing a boulder. Okay, so now we're gonna answer number 6, right? Yeah. Okay, let's start. A vertical symmetrical side curve has a descending grade of negative 4.2% and an ascending grade of positive 3% intersecting at station 10 plus 020, whose elevation is 100 meters. The two grade lines are connected by a 260-meter vertical parabolic side curve. Letter A, at what distance from PC is the lowest point from the curve located? Letter B, what is the vertical offset of the parabolic curve to the point of intersection of the tangent grades? And then C, if a 1-meter diameter culvert is placed at the lowest point of the curve with the top of the culvert buried 60.60 meters below the subgrade, what will be the elevation of the invert of the culvert? Let's see. Let's draw first. Okay, let's try it. Draw this. Number 6. Okay, again, descending, then ascending grade. So descending grade, ascending grade. Then you have your side curve. Perfect. Got that in one try. Okay. So PC, PP. Right. What else is given? So this is negative 4.2%. This is 3%. And then intersection times 0. So this is your PI. Station 10 plus 0 to 0. Okay. Then elevation 100 meters. Then 260-meter parabolic curve. So L is 260. Okay, first, letter A. What distance from PC is the lowest point of the curve? So what distance from PC? Lowest point of the curve is this. This. So distance from PC to that point. What do you call this? What is this distance? PC to lowest point. Horizontal distance. Anyone? Nalimutan niyo na? Correct. It's S1. Correct, Lawrence. Okay. So we're looking for S1. And as you know, we have an equation for S1, which is just G1 L over G1 minus G2. So G1 is 4.2%, so that's negative 0.042. Length is 260. G1 is negative 0.042 minus positive 3%, so negative minus 0.03. Please solve. What's the answer? Correct, Miguel. It's 151.67. The others got it correct as well. So 151.67. Okay, letter B. What is the vertical offset of the parabolic curve to the point of intersection of the tangent grade lines? Vertical offset to the point of intersection, it's this point, right? Vertical offset is just this. Okay, and what do you call that? Correct, H. Very good, Ritz and Reynolds. Apostol and Belina. So it's H. We're looking for H. H is just 12 over 8 G1 minus G2. L is 26P over 8. G1 again is negative 0.042 minus 0.03. That's the answer. Correct, negative 2.34. Correct, Anna. So negative 2.34, but again, you don't really notice the negative for H since we're just looking for magnitude, the actual length. So, 2.34. By the way, the negative sign for H just denotes whether it's a sad curve or a summit curve. Okay? So if it's negative, it's a sad curve. If your H is positive, it's a summit curve. Okay? So yun lang. That's the only purpose for the positive negative sign for H. And then C, if a 1 meter diameter culvert is placed at the lowest point of the curve with the top of the culvert buried 0.60 meters below the subgrade, what will be the elevation of the invert of the culvert? So as mentioned in the last meeting, invert of a culvert is just this point. We're looking for the lowest point. Let's call this lowest point Q. Then let's redraw. Let's say you have this, your point Q. This is your point Q. You have a culvert in the middle of that. And this has a dimension of the diameter of 1 meter. Then it's buried 0.60 meters. So this is 1 meter and then buried 0.60 meters from Q. Okay, so we're looking for elevation of your culvert. So to get that, one thing we can do is, so it's somewhere here. Okay, so we can do this. Then this is so usually when we get elevation, we base it off what we know. Okay. Or what's given. You're given elevation at PI, so that is where our basis is. So from PI, okay, your culvert is this black dot. Zoom in tayo. Culvert is there. If I can get this height, just using this 3% grade, and then if I can get this value of y, which is just offset, okay, getting these 2 points minus this length, you're gonna get elevation of y. And that length, or that height, is just this height. So, ganun lang. So, putting that into equation, let's say C for culvert. Elevation of culvert equals, again, elevation at PI, so that's 100. Isulat natin. Elevate at PI plus this, and that's just 0.03 times height. Remember, if you draw that, ito siya. This is a 3% grade, right? This is what we want to look for. Let's call that Z. Let's call that Z. Let's see, it's Z. And then if I know this, let's call that X. This length, which is this length, see what that is. That's just S1 minus, remember this is a symmetrical parabolic curve, therefore this is equal to this point, it's L over 2. So therefore this length is just S1 minus L over 2. Okay. So this is S1 minus L over 2. So Z is just, grade again is rise over run. So 3% equals Z over S1 minus L over 2. So Z is just grade 3% or 0.03. And S1 minus L over 2. Okay? So plus Z, then minus, plus Z plus Y, right? Then minus this. So minus 1.6. Okay? Let's write out, right? 1.6. Write that out. So elevation of PI is 100 plus Z. Z is 0.03. S1 is this minus L over 2. L is 260 plus Y. Now my problem is what's Y? So to solve for Y, remember this equation, Y over X squared equals H over L squared or L over 2 squared. So Y over its horizontal distance from PC. So since we're using this point, the horizontal distance from PC is actually S1. And remember, it's not always that way, okay? Kataon lang because our culvert is at the lowest point. So what if it's this point, then our denominator is this length. Okay? But since it's at the lowest point, our denominator is S1. So Y over S1 squared equals, and we're going to use a value that we already know. This is H. We've solved for H already. So vertical over horizontal squared, and horizontal is just L over 2. So L over 2 squared. So Y, again, S1 is this, equals H. H is 2.34. And L over 2 squared. So 260 over 2. Squared. Therefore, somebody solve what's Y? Considering S1 is 151.67 and then H is 2.34. Wala na. Ba't ganyan mga sagot mo? Oh, wait, sorry. My bad. Kaya pala. Alright. Sorry. Take note, by the way. Okay. So, whenever I use this equation, the horizontal lengths are the shortest lengths from either PC or PT. Okay? Or I forgot to mention that. So, it's not S1. Your Y is over here, and it's closer to PT. So what we're actually using is S2. Okay? So S2. S2 squared. And S2 is just L minus S1 squared. Right? L minus S1. Okay, so resolve, what's the answer? Hindi na siya S1. It's L minus S1 to get S2. Okay. Alright, correct. Lawrence, Francesca, Miguel, and Camille. And Franz. Okay, sino bibigyan ko? Sino na una? Si Lawrence, may score ka na. So let's give it to Regencia. Okay. Okay. So it's 1.625 actually, or 1.63. So plus 1.625 minus 1.6. Alright. What's the final answer? $100.68. Correct, 5. $100.68 meters. Okay, so that's letter C. Any questions for number 6? None? Okay. Do you understand number 6? Please answer yes or no. Okay, great. Well, let's move on to the next one. An underpass crossing a reinforced concrete bridge under Shaw Boulevard has a downward grade of -4%, meeting an upward grade of 8%. At the vertex V at elevation 70 meters and stationing 7 plus 700 exactly underneath the center line of the bridge, having a width of 10 meters. If the required minimum clearance under the bridge is 5 meters and the elevation of the bottom of the bridge is 78.10, letter A, determine the length of the vertical parabolic curve that shall connect the two tangents. Letter B, determine the stationing of the point where a catch basin will be placed. And letter C, determine the elevation of the point where a catch basin will be placed. So we're looking for length, stationing, elevation of catch basin, and length of your parabolic curve. So this is similar to your seat work last Saturday. So let's see if we have the same process of solution. Number 7. So again, first, let's try to draw what's happening. So negative 4% meeting an upward grade of positive 8. So negative 4, positive 8. So PC, this is your vertex, or V or PI, same thing. PP. 4, 8. 8%. What else? Elevation and stationing at V, 70 and 70 plus. Okay. 7 plus 700. So stationing of V, 7 plus 700. Elevation, 70 meters. Then it has a bridge. Exactly underneath the center line of a bridge having a width of 10. So your vertex is exactly underneath the center line of the bridge. So let's draw a bridge. Okay. So you have your bridge. Yeah, that's your bridge. Its width is 10 meters. Okay, and its center line into this. Directly above. Okay, what else is given? The required minimum clearance under the bridge is 5, and the elevation of the bottom of the bridge is 78.10. So there's a clearance of 5, and elevation of your bridge is also given. Okay, elevation of bridge 78.10. So let's write that out. 78.10 meters, and clearance. So when you get your clearance, unless otherwise stated, if at the left, if it is at the left or right side, your clearance should be the shortest distance from your 2 points. So here, for the bridge and your road, it's this. So that is your clearance, and states there that should be 5 meters. Okay, so 5. And there. So that's all you're given. So first, we're looking for the length of your curve. Okay. So usually, to get the length of a curve, you're gonna use this equation. Okay. Your y over x squared equals h over L over 2 squared. Okay. If you get h and y and x, you can solve for L. And h is just L over 8, G1 minus G2, G1 minus G2 is given. So now, our goal is to figure out x and y. Okay, since h will be substituted. Okay, so let's start with y. Right? So y is just this. You're gonna choose your y rather. So usually when you want to choose your y, it's at a point where other elevations are given. Since this is h, and these elevations are given, most likely you want to put that as your y. So now figure out how to solve for that y. So we're given these 3 elevations. Right. Okay. And then along the tangent we have this. Okay. Let's call that z. To get y. So my reference point is this. This is 70. If I can know z, right? And if I can know the elevation at this point, so y is just the difference of And this elevation and this elevation, you'll get this length. Then subtract these lengths to get y. Okay, gets? Again, these two are elevation, get the difference of that, you get this length right here. And we're looking for y. To get y, just subtract this and this. Okay, let's do that. So y is just elevation pi. Elevation of your bridge, let's call that b for bridge. Elevation of bridge minus elevation of your vertex, so v, and minus 5 minus z. Okay, so it's 78.10 minus 70 minus 5 minus z. How do we get z? Again, this is just using your grade. Grade is equal to rise over run. And this run, this is your z. This run is this length. Remember, this bridge is at the center line, or this bridge, its center line is directly above v. And your bridge has a width of 10 meters. Therefore, knowing that, can anybody tell me what is this length? Correct, Justin. It's 5. That's 5. And then you have an 8% grade. So z is just 0.08 times 5. Since 8% equals z over run 5. So minus 0.08 times 5. What's the answer? Correct, Francesca and Joely. So I'm gonna give it to Joely. Since Francesca, you already have a point. So maliwanag. Yeah, 2.7. Next up, since this is your y, I need to know this leg, right? What's your x? How do I get x? So x is actually just, what is that? What's that x? Wala. Wala pala. Wala siyang value. Hindi pala siya lowest point. Okay, so let's look for x. So this is the center of your curve. Therefore, this is remember, this is L over 2. Okay? And then this is x. Okay? Yan. So therefore, to get x is just L over 2 minus this length, which we already know to be 5. Okay? Lagay natin. 5. So x now is just, again, L over 2 minus 5. Okay, gets? Remember, PC or PT to vertex is always L over 2. Okay, now that we know that, let's use our actual equation, y over x squared equals h over L over 2 squared. So y is 2.7, x is L over 2. Then H, remember the equation for H, L over 8, G1 minus G2. So G1 is 4%, so negative 0.04 minus G2, 8%, 0.08. Okay? And then this is absolute value, by the way. Then L over 2 squared. Now we can solve for L. Anybody, please solve for L. It's not. Nope. 2 minus 1. It's not 206. Okay, so the answer is, sa lang nakakuha, 199.50, correct? Miguel. Since ikaw lang. So it's 199.50. The reason why you're getting 0.501, this is L squared, you're gonna get two answers. Ay, lagay natin, tama, 0.5, right? But the other one is 199.50. And therefore, we're gonna obviously use 199.50. Hindi pwedeng 0.50 yung length of your curve, because for the bridge itself, it's already less than that or insufficient. Okay, so we're gonna use 199.50. So be careful with that during your quizzes. If this is how you're gonna solve, you're gonna get two answers for L since it's L squared. You have to choose which one is more appropriate. Okay, so 199.50. Right. So that's letter A. Move on to letter B. B, stationing of where the catch basin will be placed. So where should we use the catch basin, or where should we put the catch basin? By the way, catch basin is where your water will be collected during rainfalls or flooding. Correct, Clarissa. It's at the lowest point. So since ikaw lang sumagot. Yeah, very good. So it's at the lowest point. Therefore, let's look for the lowest points there. Q. Again, reminder. The denominator is always the shortest length. So here, where our point is this. So x is from the PT since it's shorter than taking it from the PC. Okay? So that's Q. Sidebar lang. Okay, so again, we're looking for stationing of B, of Q. So since I know the stationing, it's 7 plus 700. Okay. To get Q, all I need to do now is, let's say, so I just need to subtract this length here to get the station Q. Okay. So let's do that. And to get that, all I need is S1. This is S1, right? PC to lowest point. So let's solve for S1. Again, S1 is just G1L over G1 minus G2. So G1, negative 0.04. Length, already know it's 199.50. All over negative 0.04 minus 0.08. What's the answer? 66.5, correct. John. Hara. Jara. 66.5. Or 50. So now, oops, I can solve for that using station Q is equal to station V minus, this length is L over 2, right? So this is also L over 2. Right, L over 2 is always from vertex to PC or PP. So as you can see, to get station Q, from station V, subtract L over 2. So you're at station PC. Then from station PC, add S1 to get to Q. Okay? Station V minus L over 2 plus S1. So 7, station 7 plus 700. So that's 7,700 minus L over 2. L is 199.50 plus S1, which is 66.50. So what's the answer? Okay, correct, Camille. It's 7666.75. Or write it as 7 plus 766. 7666. Okay. Correct Miguel and Ritz. But since you already have a point, I'm gonna give it to Camille. Okay. 7 plus 6, and then lastly, letter C. Let's see. Determine the elevation of the point where a catch basin will be placed. So now all I need to do is find out elevation of Q. So by the way, in case you're wondering why in culverts and drainage pipe, and in culverts, our elevation is below point Q, while here, catch basin is directly at point Q. So because culverts are underground, while catch basin is the lowest point on your road or on your surface. That's why elevation of catch basin is directly the elevation of Q, while elevation of pipes, culverts are underground. That's why it's somewhere here. Okay? Yeah. Yun. So elevation of Q. Let's see. Elevation of Q, I need to know that. So usually, like what we've done earlier, to get elevation of Q, I just need to get that height and then Y. Okay. So let's mark it out. Let's call this Y sub Q. Okay. And then this height. Tanggalin natin tong 4%. This. Yeah, let's call that Z. So elevation of Q is just elevation of your vertex. Right? So starting from your vertex plus Z plus YQ. Okay. So elevation of vertex is 70 plus Z. So to get Z, again, just use your grade. So it's 4%. And then this length. And this length is just L over 2 minus S1. So 0.04 times L over 2 minus S1. Right? Yeah, that's this length. L over 2 minus S1. And then plus YQ. How do we get YQ? We're going to use this equation. Saan ko lalagay? Dito na lang. YQ over, and again, when we're using this equation, get the shortest distance. Shortest distance is from PC. So PC to Q is S1. So YQ over S1 squared equals H. So we don't know H yet. You can use this equation instead. Equals H over L over 2 squared. And then to solve for H is just L over 8, negative 0.04 minus 0.08. What's H? Let's solve for H first. Considering L is 199, it's not 0.015. Correct, Angelica. It's 2.99. Okay, so correct, John, Leoj, and Clarissa. Yes, nakuha niya na. It's 2.99. Again, ignoring the sign. Okay, so now that I have this H, I can solve for this. What's YQ? No. Not 0.02, not 72.70. Wala pa, Miguel. Advance ka. At YQ pa lang hinahanap ko. Okay. Correct, Patricia. Yan. Tama na. It's 1.33. Correct then, John. So, Patricia and John, correct. Again, you already have a point, John, so I'm going to give it to Patricia. It's 1.33. So, plus YQ. Oh, it's the final answer. Okay, correct. Franz, Camille, and John. Leo. I'm gonna give it to Franz since wala pa siyang point. It's 72.66 meters. Okay, there. Any questions for number 7? None? Okay. Do you understand number 7? Please answer yes or no. And how about the others? Please answer. Do you understand? Or if you have any questions, ask away. All right. So that ends your symmetrical parabolic curve. I believe. Okay. So does anyone have any questions for symmetrical parabolic curve? Any confusion? Anyone wants to clarify something? Wala. Okay. May 30 minutes pa tayo. So use this time if you want to ask me anything about this course, any clarifications. Not just about symmetrical parabolic curve, your submissions, etc. May mga tanong pa ba kayo? Please type none if you don't have any more questions for this course or until symmetrical parabolic curve. Okay. All right. Yeah. Okay. So by the way, in case may maisip kayong tanungin, you can message me on Messenger or sa course messages if you have any questions. Okay? But remember, please avoid messaging me on Messenger if your question is not urgent, and ask instead during lecture. Okay? Yan, request ko lang. Let me stop recording.